Servus und hallo, hier ist der Videospieler und wir spielen weiter die ABC Murders von Agatha Christie von Microids. Ja, wir sind jetzt hier, wir gehen jetzt hier in das Café, um mit dem Ehemann der Verstorbenen zu reden. Oder ihrem Verlobten, besser gesagt.
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind. I talked to his landlady before seeing him. She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he's a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case.
Also gut, ich kann wieder laufen. Oh, lauf ein bisschen schneller, ich weiß, das ist nicht deine Art. Ja, er ist dem Alkohol wohl nicht abgeneigt.
How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
How do you do?
Hercule Poirot. Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions.
Ja, jetzt gucken wir uns erstmal an.
This man looks suspicious. Donald Fraser is in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking White Horse.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Nein, wir reden jetzt mit dir.
Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
Ask if he saw Betty yesterday afternoon, ob er gestern Mittag gesehen hat, ob sie, dass sie nur das getan hat, was ihr gefallen hat. Was wäre passiert, wenn sie ihm zu
If she had listened to you, she would still be alive. Should I take that to be a confession?
With that sort of thinking, you must send a lot of innocent men to prison. Under different circumstances, I might even find you amusing, sir.
Sir.
It's no time for amusement, Mr. Fraser. It is time to find your fiance's killer. Did you know what her plans were for the evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
Yet, Megan only returned to Bexhill this morning, Mr. Fraser.
I didn't know.
Right. May I ask you what you were doing yesterday evening?
Ja, das würde mich ja
Spent the evening
interessieren.
working.
Your
Siehst aber
colleagues
nicht
can
so
confirm
aus.
this.
No, I often take work home with me.
Was mache ich?
You are lying, Mr. Fraser. As was Betty when she hid the fact from you that she was seeing other men.
Betty was a very decent young woman. How dare you sully her memory?
Please excuse me if I appear to be brutal. I understand that this is a difficult time for you.
So you understand why I don't feel like talking, Mr. Poirot?
habe jetzt nicht so wahnsinnig viel erreicht.
Ah, I knew I'd find you here, Poirot. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes, is all yours, Chief Inspector. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Did Donald have a motive for Betty's murder? Was ist denn... A motive. Passt jetzt gar nichts, das würde jetzt sagen. He used to go out a great deal. Und er war in love? Nein. Aber das ist ja auch kein Motiv, wenn er gewalttätig ist, heißt es noch lange nicht, dass das ein Motiv ist. Naja, ein bisschen bescheuert. Donald hat kein Alibi. Was war denn hier? Nein. Er hat aber eigentlich nur... So. Also er hat kein Motiv gehabt, die Ashley zu killen, zu töten. Also. Da würde ich sagen, er ist nicht unbedingt...
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Japp to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree, without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
Let's reconstruct.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Let us try and imagine the scene.
Ja, dann lass uns das mal wieder rekreieren, den Tod, den Mord.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
Number 6.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6. Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat.
Warum macht sie das? Was hat die vor?
The killer tries to remove his victim's belt. She panics and tries to stop him.
Nö.
She runs away, pursued by her assailant.
No, there is no sign of a chase.
Nee.
Things must have happened differently. Let us think again, mon cher.
Ja, super.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand.
Ja.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
Weiter.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6.
Change.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat.
Traut sie ihm nicht.
They keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise. The body falls. lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Aber warum hat sie ihr Dings versteckt? Warum hat sie die Nummer 6 gedreht? Das macht für mich jetzt noch keinen Sinn.
Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by timing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Generous? The murderer seduced Betty in order to lure her to the beach and kill her.
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
What are you planning to do, Poirot?
Return to London, mon cher Hastings.
Also gut, dann gehen wir zurück nach London. Taxi!
Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
So, sehen wir jetzt die Taxifahrt oder sind wir direkt wieder in London? Dem würde ich alles zutrauen.
Japp has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot,
Oh,
I have a bad feeling.
Klopft denn da? Es gibt einen neuen Brief.
Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC.
So, neuer Brief.
Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
Der 30. ist ja schon heute. Sehen wir da hinten
No
im
time to
Kalender.
lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
Ist hier irgendwo ein Telefon? Was ist das? Hastings Hunting.
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
So. ABC.
Bexillancy, Sussex, population 24,703.
Ja, ist mit C. Ja, da steht's Telefon.
Daily Flicker, July 30, 1935. ABC affair, no progress. The alphabet murderer is still on the run. Ever since the police found the connection between the Bexhill and Andover affairs, the inquiry has barely progressed. In this issue, we are publishing provocative letters sent by the killer to Hercule Poirot. Unfortunately, they have not yet helped to find him. Daily Flicker, July the 26th, 1935. The Bexhill Horror. Young maid strangled on the beach. Killer struck at midnight.
Ooh. Ja.
It is not a good time.
So, Telefon.
Hello, chap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Cheston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
Und damit sind wir am Ende dieses Videos angelangt. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, ich habe noch jede Menge mehr Videos in meinem Kanal. Schaut rein, abonniert, unterstützt mich finanziell auf Patreon, würde mich freuen. Tschüss und vielen Dank.